Happy fall, y'all. So it is that time of the year where everything is turning comfy and cozy and warm and delicious and decadent, and that even means our desserts. If you guys had a craving for the most comfy, cozy pumpkin mousse that you will ever have, that is easy, that is delicious, that is a family favorite, that is also low carb, keto friendly. Yes, I said that. I got you. So if you guys want to see what I came up with, please stay tuned. Hey friends, welcome back. We are here for another cozy, comfy fall recipe. So yeah, you guys have been asking about desserts. Everybody has dessert on the mind. I don't blame you. I love me a good dessert. And as you guys know, I do take more of a no frills approach to my way of eating. I do follow a keto low carb lifestyle, and I try to remain kind of free of the frills, if you will. And but I do love a good dessert. And I was just kind of thinking about what we wanted to make, and I came across a pumpkin mousse. So I come along with this idea to share with you guys that it's easy. This recipe is going to take you less than 10 minutes from start to finish. You're going to have plenty of time to make it before company. The longest part of this actual process is the sitting time that it's going to take in the fridge. You're going to let it cool for about an hour. That's it. Super simple. We are going to use canned pumpkin. We're not using canned pumpkin pie, but canned pumpkin. I do go ahead later on in the video and explain to you guys all the benefits that you're going to receive from the canned pumpkin. We are going to be using a sugar substitute from the brand Swerve. And yeah, and it's basically just kind of tossing in a few ingredients, mixing it up, and that's it. Now I want to say this because I know that people might have a question. I don't really eat these desserts often. I'm going to be honest with you, this is the first time I've made any type of dessert in probably 4 months. I will say that these desserts should be enjoyed, but not on a daily basis. Honestly, probably not even on a weekly basis. If you could get these to fit your macros, hey, you could do so if you wanted to. But for myself, I would probably only enjoy these maybe, you know, once or twice a month, to be honest, just because I find that when I kind of dive deep into the sweets, even if it is a, you know, a sugar substitute, and even if it is keto friendly and all the things, I find that I start to crave sweets more, whereas if I didn't have them at all. But I wanted to share this recipe because it is so good. It is super festive, and it's something that you could enjoy cozied up in the house while the weather starts to cool off, enjoy the scenery, enjoy your haunted house if you have one already decorated like I do. Check out my Halloween house tour. It just went up. I would love for you guys to check that out. But it's something easy, and you can still get all the seasonal feels with it. I am going to kind of share some more fall related recipes throughout the rest of the month. So if you guys are new here and you're looking for some ideas, please stay tuned. Again, I do follow a simple way of eating, but there are some recipes that I do keep in my arsenal that I find to be really, really good, and I don't mind indulging in on the rare occasion that I feel like for a dessert. So without further ado, let's make some pumpkin mousse. You guys are gonna love it. Hi, my friends. How are you? First, clean your hands. Wash your hands. So what you're gonna need, this is the easiest. This is going to be the easiest, delicious fall dessert yet, okay? If you guys are here for more fall desserts, give this video a thumbs up, let me know, and I'll bring more your way. I have one more for sure that's coming, but if you guys want more than that, just let me know. All right, so we're gonna need 2 different mixing bowls. We got one right here because this one we are going to use for our like powdered ingredients, okay? So what we're going to need initially is 1 can of pumpkin, right? Here's the thing, my friends, you want 100% natural pumpkin. You don't want pumpkin pie in a can. According to good old Google, the benefits of eating pumpkin. Pumpkin offers vitamin C, vitamin E, iron, and folate, all of which strengthen your immune system. During these crazy times, we need a good immune system. More pumpkin in the diet can help your immune cells work better to ward off germs, speed healing when you get a wound. Pumpkin is also a superfood. It is high in vitamin C, in beta carotene. Pumpkins are high in lutein, zeaxanthin, substances that may help prevent the formation of cataracts and reduce the risk of macular degeneration, which is good for your eyes, basically. So there you go. We're gonna take a whole can of pumpkin. This is Best Choice pumpkin because Best Choice was the best sale at the supermarket. Scrape this jar. It smells like baby food. I legit love pumpkin. My mother, also not keto, but my mother-in-law makes pumpkin empanadas. Woo, so yummy. All right, so we got the whole can of pumpkin here. And next up, we're gonna start adding our seasonings in. We're almost done, believe it or not. All right, so next up, we're gonna take some vanilla. This is, I actually sent Leo to the grocery store and I said vanilla extract and he got me vanilla flavor, which it'll work, but you should really get like the better of them. But he's like, this one was $2.99. I said, yeah, because it ain't real. All right, so we're gonna take our vanilla and we're gonna take 2 teaspoons of that. All right, next would be, this can't be Happy Fall, y'all, without pumpkin pie spice. You could even toss a little of this in your coffee. It's that good and it'll really make that difference. So we're gonna take 1/8 of a teaspoon of this little thing here. And then we're gonna follow that up with 1/8 of a teaspoon of ground nutmeg. These ingredients just scream fall. I love them. We're gonna save this guy, okay? I like to keep all these around, but save that one because we're going to use that again. It's going to mix. All right, so boom. Half the ingredient is done. I made a mess, but it's okay. Half the ingredient is like ready, set, go. Take your little bowl here, put it off to the side. Next up is going to be some heavy whipping cream. I'm going to give you guys a warning. I know it's going to be a little bit more money, but buy yourself the organic heavy whipping cream because there is, I forget what the ingredient is, carrageenan, something like that. And it causes a lot of GI upsets, and the cheaper, heavier whipping creams do have that, and a lot of people experience like a lot of bloating and GI upset. So if you're going to use heavy whipping cream, you cannot use half and half. You have to use heavy whipping cream, okay? Make sure you get the organic one and spend a little bit extra money on it. So we're going to take this and we're going to take 3/4 of a cup. All right, 3/4. Empty that in there. I'm going to use this to make sure I get everything out. Next up is going to be your sweetener. I'm going to use the Swerves confectioner sugar. This is basically like powdered sugar. Now if you had a regular granulated sugar, if you had like erythritol or whatever it is, you can use that. You can just go ahead and toss it into like a food processor until it becomes powdery, okay? But we're gonna use this because we're essentially gonna make a whip, okay? If you wanted to just use this and make your own Cool Whip, you can do that as well. That's always an option. But we're going to make our base for our mousse. So we're gonna use the Swerves confectioner sugar and we're gonna use 1/2 of a cup, okay? All right, so you have it in your bowl here. I'm gonna use a hand mixer. If you have a mixing stand mixer, you can use that as well. You're just gonna go ahead and start whipping this up until it becomes like peaks and clouds. Do not over whip it because you'll make butter basically, okay? So just kind of keep going. It's usually like maybe 1 or 2 minutes on high until it becomes cloudy and peaky, but you'll see the consistency start to change. I'm gonna speed this part up just so you can see how it goes. All right, so as you can see, it's stiff, it has the peaks to it, and that's it. You don't want to go any further than that. So now that we have that mixed up, we are going to start folding in our pumpkin, all right? So I go little by little, okay? So then you're gonna be folding, not stirring, folding. We're gonna fold, okay? You see how I'm doing that? Folding in little by little. This is a quick recipe, so you can take your time with this part. Again, you're just gonna continue folding everything in. And you could see, like, don't forget to get the bottom, scrape everything. That's why I suggest using one of these like paddle mixers, because you can really scrape your bowl and make sure everything is well incorporated. And you can get these at the Dollar Tree too. I don't know, I think I've had this one, I swear to you, since I got married. And here you go. See, it's a pumpkin mousse. And it's ready for you. So all we're gonna do now is just toss this into the fridge and let it cool for about an hour, and then we'll serve it up. So I'll see you guys in an hour after it's cooled, but it looks so good. Look at the consistency. And honestly, you could eat it just like this if you didn't want to let it cool. You could even toss in a couple chocolate chips if you wanted. Whatever, the world is yours. We're just living in it. So here is our pumpkin mousse, nice and chilled. Okay, so I've let it chill for about an hour, and you can see perfect peaks everything. Very light, very airy. Okay, so how are we going to assemble? So let me show you a couple of things that I do have. I am going to use, I have a bunch of these little Hocus Pocus cups. You can just put them in a bowl or whatever you want to do. So I have one that says Hocus Pocus, and then I picked a couple of these up. These just say I am a Sanderson sister, and it has Winnie. But how am I going to put them in? You could just spoon them out, but I want to try and be extra. So I'm just going to use a plastic, like a Ziploc bag, and I'm going to add my whip into here. So I can use this as essentially a piping bag, if you will. So this recipe does make 6 portions, so I'll leave a little bit in the bowl. Have our mix in our piping bag. All right, so you're going to just nip the tip here of your bag. And we're going to just start filling. All right, so we have them all filled. I honestly, guys, just spoon them in. Skip that bag step. That was a party foul on my part, trying to be bougie. But anyways, so now you can see we have our cup filled. Now we're gonna add some Cool Whip. You could just made your own Cool Whip with the heavy whipping cream and that swerve and a little bit of vanilla, and it would have been pure perfection. But I was at the grocery store shopping for this recipe, and I came across this. This is the Ready Whip Zero Sugar, and it even says keto friendly. So I found this at Mariano's, if you guys have a Mariano's by you. And let's see, it says calories are 15, 1.5 fat, 0 carbs, 0 total sugar, and 0 protein. Just an option for you guys. So we're going to add that. And then we're going to take a little bit of our cinnamon here. And here you go. We have our pumpkin pie mousse. It legit tastes like pumpkin pie whip. It is so good. So if you guys were a big pumpkin pie fan, look at that. And we even have the little witch in the back. Look at her. All right, so here it is, our Hocus Pocus pumpkin mousse. Our pumpkin mousse and our Hocus Pocus. We can call it Hocus Pocus pumpkin mousse. That's what it's gonna be called. Hocus Pocus pumpkin mousse. But anyways, there we go. And you can see we have our Cool Whip. So I'm gonna give you guys a taste test. That's a lot of Cool Whip. So here. It tastes just like a good old pumpkin pie. Dang, this is good. This is the reason why I don't make desserts, because I don't know how to act. And now I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Everybody asks me, why don't you make desserts? Because I will smash this glass just to lick the inside of it. For real, it's real good. It's real good. It's really freaking good. All right, I'm gonna serve the rest of these up, and I'm gonna stow them away in my refrigerator. So when it comes to a movie night tonight with my babies, we can sit down and we can enjoy, well, they can enjoy them because I just ate mine. Well, I'm gonna finish eating mine right now. But again, this will yield about 6 servings, and the servings are gonna be probably about 1/2 of a cup, you know. If you go ahead and just add everything into whatever recipe builder you're using, they should tend to give you some serving sizes on that. So, but yeah, real easy, real simple. And again, you know, not something I would have every day or, you know, frequently or whatever, but this is a nice recipe for a sweet treat for an occasion. You know what's in there. This Ready Whip is okay. It's good. It's good. I just want to show you guys something that is easy that I found in the stores, you know, because like everything says keto friendly on there. I would make my own. I'm just saying I would make my own, but I know some of you guys prefer easy. So this is an easy version, but I would suggest making my own. I think homemade Cool Whip tops any other type of Cool Whip, period. But if you guys are new here, hey, how are you? My name is Danielle. This is Daniela Diaries. Please stick around. We do a little bit of everything. We talk keto, we talk weight loss, we talk feminine society, we talk true crime, and honestly, I just share little bits out of my everyday life, just a page out of Daniela's Diaries. So I would love for you guys to stick around. Do not forget to subscribe. If you guys can, please share this video, and I will see you on the next one. Happy fall, y'all. I'm like a Southern gem now. Can't tell me nothing. See y'all in the next one. Bye, friends.